Hello, 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 surprise! I know I've been so mysterious. I've been putting in yes, we, and you're probably like, Katya is talking from we. Well, it's two of us. It's two of us for the price of one. Let me introduce you to Lorraine, who is my great friend. We've known each other probably for 6, 7 years. I don't know who is
Something like that.
counting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We met, in person, like in real
Two
life,
times.
two times
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Facebook friends are real. And now the adventure is bringing us to do something together. So,
Yes.
Lorraine, I want to say I'm so excited to do that with you. I feel so supported. I feel so aligned in this program. Do you want to share how it happened at 10 o'clock at night 2 days ago or 3 days ago, or I don't know how many days ago.
Everyone who's in this group, Katya and her amazing energy and her amazing ideas and creativity and flow. Well, I don't think it ever shuts off, to be honest with you. So she messaged me at like 10:30 at night, her time. Thankfully, I'm 2 hours earlier, saying, "Oh my gosh, I have this amazing idea, and I want you to be part of it, and I think we can collaborate and blah blah blah. Do you want to get on a call?" So I'm like, okay, I got to get the cat, the cat. I don't even have a cat. To get the dog out, let him, get him to bed, and then yes, I'll be on the call. And then this whole Oracle outreach just bloomed and flowed, and it was like, okay, I got to back up here because Katya had said, "I've got this idea I want to collaborate with you on," and I didn't say, "Oh, let's hear it and I'll see." I instantly knew. And I said, "Yes, I'm in," before I even knew what it was. Sometimes you just have to jump, or they ask you to jump and you say how high. And Katya, definitely, this is so exciting. So exciting.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Lorraine said, I can be on a call in 20 minutes. Let me take Elliot out so he's not distraction, right? So he's not distracting us. So this is how it was born, right? So why Lorraine? Why it's not just me? Why? Well, many reasons. Because I've been witnessing a lot lately, and it's not that it hasn't been happening before. It's something that is bringing into my awareness more and more. I've been part of the experience a couple of weeks ago when I witnessed something that I don't think is belong in our industry in any kind of personal development or coaching, because it creates this insecurity in so many people, and people start thinking that there is something wrong with them. So that kind of planted a seed for me right there and then. Whenever I'm doing my things as a bigger, wherever I'm doing anything with partnering or myself, I'm very conscious of creating a safe and secure space of where we can show up as we are. But this time we are taking it up a notch. We really are. So, and by the way, Lorraine, please interrupt me at any point of time because, as you know, I am freaking long-winded. So, like Katya, I want to say so. Don't ask my permission, just interrupt me.
So I'll start right off by saying that's not an introvert trait to cut people off. But if you're an empowered introvert or you're an empath, then you learn that. And I really feel that I come from that perspective of things, of being a highly sensitive introvert empath who's really learned to stand on her own. I have my own story. I'll share it later, but I really think it's super important to have your superpower up front where other people can see it and not just yourself. And sometimes you need to hang around with people who bring that out of you. And Katya is definitely that person. She brings all my best qualities out. And really, the whole reason we're here on earth is we are meant to collaborate with people. And when you can do it in a soulful way, when you can do it in a space where it can help up level other people, that to me is is the ultimate. So I am honored that you asked me to be part of this, because it just feels so right to showcase how amazing everybody can be together. And I'm really excited for more people to join in.
Yeah, and I feel so supported. It's like we just been working on it. It feels like forever, but it's only been a few days, right? So, but it feels it's like we've
In the
been,
best ways.
yeah, in the best way, right? So we're not counting days. It actually feels so good. And yesterday we were playing with outline, and I want to really pay attention to what words I'm using, and that's a big part of this program as well, or experience. It's not a program, it's experience. Is we were playing, we jumped into Midjourney, we started creating images and the flowing, and we had so much laugh and fun and just really creating and being in our creative flow, right? So, and that is so important. So yes,
Oh yeah.
absolutely, we'll be covering that.
Oh yes, like that's the thread, the golden thread through everything. If it's not fun, it's not worth doing. I mean, seriously, you have to find fun in everything. Now, if you follow me, or you're new to my world, I don't like housework and doing dishes. I always use examples, but I find ways to bring fun and invoke magic into even those things, because we have this one life. And if we're always worried or bored or complaining, that's such an energy downer. So it's all about uplifting. This is where I really can, I'm the business alchemist for introverts and empaths, and I can turn things around from that negative into honoring it and seeing it from a different perspective and showing that beautiful new light. So Katya uses Midjourney. I work with energy, and between the two, and then truly, Katya works with energy too, right? Everyone knows that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that you said that. And it's yeah, it's a whole alchemy. That's what it's happening here. We're in this alchemy creation and the creative flow. But what I am the most excited about, why is this different? They'll say, okay, two people running the program. There's so many programs like that. Well, this is why it's different. Like I already was talking about, recently I witnessed something that was feedback was delivered during the event, and it was delivered very brutally and harshly, and I literally seen myself in the mirror when I just started as a manager. And I remember how, and now I understand it was coming from my ego, not for their own good. From my ego is, I'm giving you the truth so I can make the best out of you. And I've been known in my company. I worked back then in the largest bank in Canada, and I'm known in the company by getting shit done, by really developing incredible salespeople. But I wonder now how many of them were heard and I never noticed when I just started as a manager. And when I heard that feedback was provided, I literally, my insides just said, hell no, we're out of here. I never finished the event. Even so, I just have to tell you, there was tremendous value. I learned a lot. It's the skills that I wanted to learn, but my spidey senses said, hell no, we're out of here. Now, it took me many years to get to the point where I don't react, first of all, or where I don't put it on myself and say, oh my God, I need to be in this program because she needs to fix me, or he needs to fix me, or they need to fix me. There is no longer, that doesn't exist anymore. But what, in my opinion, what happening in the industry right now, and maybe it happened before and I did not notice, is there's so many messages that we're looking at it from perspective, people looking at it from perspective, oh my God, there is something wrong with me and it needs to be fixed. And that needs to stop. And
Yes.
that is exactly why we created the safe space.
Yes, exactly. And I work with introverted entrepreneurs, and I had to create this out of thin air because I was part of a lot of those programs, or them saying, you got to get out of your comfort zone. And it just, some stuff just doesn't resonate with you. So when you feel like that, don't just say there's something wrong with you or you're broken. Trust yourself. I mean, there's specialty programs out there for all sorts of people. And if it doesn't jive, you don't have to try to fit yourself in. And this is what we want in the Oracle Outreach experience. It's about creating that magic within you. You are the Oracle. You are the magic. It's time to tap into that energy. And from there, you feel so seen as the magical, amazing person you are. And I want to start crying because I didn't know for the longest time. I saw myself through the eyes of judgment and the eyes of conditioning. And I'm never going to be what other people want me to be. And I'm okay with that. I'm going to be me. And you can be you. And together, we can just be amazing, badass women in business, creating a beautiful experience for others.
Yeah. And you are incredible, Lorraine. And I witnessed
Likewise.
your gifts and magics, again and again, and how you care about your people, how you deliver your stuff. And that is what is similar, very similar between us. We're also very passionate about creating the space of where you show as you are. This is not a space of high vibe only. Let me just explain it. It's not that we want some, everyone complain and do nothing. And, that's not what we mean by that. But what we mean by that is that you show up as you are, you share your challenges, and we can help you to really transmute them and to redirect them and to reframe them with the different tools. I'll be sharing a lot of stuff about creativity, how to boost the creativity. Of course, Midjourney will be part of it, right?
I hope
So we
so.
can't do that, Lorraine, right? So Lorraine is going to be tapping into her energy magic. She's the Reiki master. She is also, she mastered EFT, which is tapping. So she has a lot of tools, and it's not only that, right? So there's a lot more crystals. Like there is so much more, like of the magic that Lorraine is bringing in here. But the most important thing is it's a space. It's a sacred space where you show up as you are, where we together in this space learn how to approach everyone with self-compassion, because we can look at it as a mirror too. And I'm a human being. When I see sometimes, my members or clients, they will say something, I have to catch myself sometimes in that judgment and wait a second, right? So how can I meet them with a compassion?
Yeah. We're all learning. Nobody is ever at the point where they've learned it all and they're done. We're always learning, developing, growing, expanding. And you can't do that if you're always impeded by what you think, feel, and say. You have to be allowed to say the shit, let it out, to feel bad, to complain. And yet Katya and I won't let you get stuck there. We're going to make you take action on that when you're ready. The whole point of this experience is that there is so much space. So much space. And we've created it with space when we've been planning this. When things got a little struggly, it's like, hey, how can we just expand ourselves? Because we want that energy in it. And it's infused in it vibrationally now. And it's just something that just feels right to to put our money where our mouth is, to show you by example. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much in this program. We only were like, able to describe like only part of it. And you'll see all this, like, all of that. And by the way, by any means, friend Lorraine, friend me, send us the messages, ask us underneath the video if you have any questions, if it's private. Please send us messages privately. I'm always available. She's always available. We know our boundaries. When we're not going to answer, obviously, but we'll get back to you within 24 hours, right? So that's
Yes.
important.
Yeah.
But something that Lorraine said is very important too, is we created this program to really create spaciousness, but also it's a very expansive way. So you can, if you think about it, is the word tempering, right? So it's not, so you expand yourself, but without breaking yourself. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We don't want the approach of we're going to make the diamond out of the rock. Does it work? Yes. But there's a lot of diamonds that are broken too, right?
Yes.
So that's not our goal here. It's all about this expansiveness, spaciousness. You will notice is, by the way, if you worry that it's going to be fast-paced like my workshop, it's actually very opposite. It's going to be very expansive. It's going to be very flowy. There is a lot of ease, a lot of flow. This is how we are playing and creating it. And this is how we're going to be showing to you as well. Okay.
Yes. And something you said about the expansiveness of it, like when you expand too fast, too soon, explosion. Yes. When you do it slowly and gradually, you're taking your comfort zone with you, you're expanding it, you're expanding yourself. Sometimes expansion and changing from what you've always known and been conditioned to is hell uncomfortable. We're here to have that space so you can be gentle with it. It's not about ripping the Band-Aid off. It's about expanding gently, but you will expand. You have 6 months with us in the best, most fun too. It's not going to be like super serious. If you know Katya, and you'll get to know me too, where we don't roll that way.
Yeah. Lorraine, do you want to talk about why we decided to start it on August 15th and how we're going to start it? Because this is the exciting part. I've never seen anyone doing this.
Well, the 15th is a new moon. Like, we follow energy and the energy cycles. That's one of the things that I'm really heightened aware of. And I do believe it's the new moon in Leo, which is appropriate to begin tapping into your courage, to tap into that fire and energy and the element of fire to get going. It's fire has so many different, it's about burning away the stuff that you don't need anymore. It's about lighting the way through your soul journey. There's just so much. And I love the phases. So to start with the new moon, this is the potential you have. Like, the first few things we're going to cover with you are just so juicy and exploratory. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for that.
Yeah. So, and I want to touch more a little bit about what is that and how does it look like. Is we're going, like, before when we get like in any kind of modules or anything like that, we're going to start with a soulful attunement. So you can really connect with your inner wisdom. You can set intentions, right? So, and you can do it all in this safe, secure space, right? So this way you can align with your higher self so it can guide you, right, on this journey. So that's the first thing that we're going to start with. And it will be part of, Lorraine, you want to talk about self-compassion party?
Self-compassion party. Woo! Yeah, that's the best part. I mean, it's where you're going to remember who the fuck you are and be okay with all the bits and pieces, the shadow, the light, the in-between, the steam, the frigidness, all of it. But it's a party, which means there are ways to up level and bring your best self out, because she's in there. She's in there. And you know, people close to you, your besties, they see her. And sometimes you're like, yeah, but it's not really me. I have all these mean and dark thoughts in my mind. And you know what? You have to embrace all of it. You just have to embrace all of it.
Yeah. So we'll start with the self-compassion party. And the reason we're doing it because when you embracing yourself or on a journey embracing yourself, when you're starting to really understand there is absolutely nothing wrong with you, is that you are masterpiece and work in progress at the same time. We all are. We never stop growing. We never stop evolving. But then what happens is you showing up authentic, as much as I don't like this word, you're showing up as you, and that you becoming a magnet. You literally magnetizing those soul-led clients that you want. And if you don't believe me, just follow my timeline. I don't care what I say anymore. I don't care how I show up anymore, right? So I just go there when I hit my inspirations, those hell yes, I am in, or whatever hits me, I just show up, right? So, and that's what probably attracted you to join workshop initially. And this is why you here. And you've seen how we do the things. If you follow me on a Facebook, it's the same thing. And that could not have happened before for many reasons. One is that there was a lot of things that I did not like about myself and judged about myself. And when you come from that perspective, then what happens, you like similar situation, if I would be in that event 5 years ago, I would probably jumped in that program because I would think that she can fix me, right? So, because that's exactly what I need. I need somebody like that. I need like, okay, let's go, keep going.
I need someone to make me feel bad.
Yes, that's glutton for punishment. Yes, so exactly. But that's what happens on a subconscious level, right? So that's why it's so important when you're showing up just as you, and you stop listening to all the gurus, and you stop listening to all the bro marketing or whatever that they say, and you follow your soul and you follow that hell yes.
Yes.
So that's what we want for you. If you have this hell yes, if you feel the hell yes, come and join us in this experience.
Yes. It is going to be magical. It's going to transform how you see yourself, how you see your clients, how you run your business, because it all needs to be fun. Entrepreneurs or whatever anyone is doing in their business, you're not doing it for the money. You're doing it to help people. You're doing it for the gratification. And I know I get a lot of satisfaction in helping my introverted entrepreneurs. I just finished basically 2 back-to-backs with a group of them in my Forward Motion Club. And a year ago, they didn't want to be on camera. They didn't want to, have their own programs. And now they are doing their own video podcasts. They're going to be in a collaborative book. They're branching out and collaborating with other people. And it's amazing. It's magical. Everybody can do it, even introverts.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you mentioned that again. That's another, if you feel like well, is it for introverts? Is it for highly sensitive people? 100%, because we have the introvert mentor here, Lorraine, right? So, like, believe it or not, and a lot of people don't believe I am an introvert. I'm an outgoing introvert, but a lot of people do not believe that.
That's right. And because Katya knows how to manage her energy, and that's how I roll. If introversion and being it's not a personality trait. It's how you manage your energy. If you're doing it right, you have to know when it's time to step back. You have to know when it's time to push yourself, because sometimes you do have to push yourself, and you can do it. you can share.
Yeah, absolutely. So you know what, Lorraine, do you have any other like kind of, because we can be here forever because we're so excited, we're having so much fun. Want to, what is like, for me, my last thing is if your body in your body, you're saying if your body in your body, here we go. If you get this kind of pull in your body and it's a hell yes, we really would love you. If you not sure and if have you like kind of, yeah, it sounds interesting, but I have more questions, I need some answers. Absolutely. Please let us know. We're here for you. There is absolutely no pressure. There is absolutely no convincing or anything like that. All we want is just have amazing group of people here in that experience so we all together can grow. But most importantly, we can grow it in a creative flow with fun, with play, with joy. And that energy will attract all of your soul-led clients for you. And that energy will attract the money for you or whatever else you want is that in your life. Okay, maybe money is not important. Maybe you don't motivate by money. Maybe you get motivated by something else. You will expand, you will actually you will expand it, right? So you'll expand whatever it is that you want to attract.
Yes, absolutely. And you're really going to be able to tap into your intuition, whether you trust it now or not. It always expands. It always just, when you lean into just allowing it and having fun with it, it really helps to expand you. I also want to say that I know all the right people will turn up. The right people will be there. And it's a beta program, which means we haven't written it. This is almost experiential. So your input is going to decide which twist and turn on the path we take. I mean, it's always exciting to start and to be part of something that's never been created before, because what you need will be addressed. And I want to pull a card. This is the daily guidance with the angel from your angels. It's one of the first decks I ever bought. And it wasn't until I really started trusting this deck that I actually got into deeper and deeper. And now I also am a tarot reader. I'm an inspirational tarot coach, is I guess the label I was given. And I'm telling you, we always get the right message. And I know Katya has a card that she pulled earlier when we were first starting. So the card that flips itself over is life purpose. So it says,
it's so incredible when you're in tune. It's just
yes,
like immediately, right? So
yes.
yeah.
So it says, the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you.
Incredible.
I love it. Thank you, universe.
Love it. Universe, please more, right? So I will share the cards that I pulled before we jump on this call, because we were doing a couple of recordings here and we're just playing, right? So and that's another reason that I love doing it with Lorraine, because you're not here by yourself, looking at yourself in this camera and like, what are you doing? Plus, you give you like, at the end, we're like, hey, great job. What can we do differently? We can kind of like coach each other. It's just amazing. It's
fun. You're collaborating with each other, but you're also collaborating with the divine. And to me, that's just the highest vibration you can be.
Yeah. And by the way, yeah, I am going to show cards. By the way, collaboration will be a big part of this program as well. We're going to be talking about collaboration, how to attract right collaboration, just like that, right? So that's important. Okay, so the card I pulled, I asked the question, how do we approach this call? And I pulled this card. And I'm going to show it. I don't know if there is a reflection there. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not the writing, right?
The ripple effect. Part of something bigger. Details are Taken care of. Juicy.
Juicy, right? So the ripple effect, part of something bigger, details are taken care of.
That does
So
not take
it's really, yeah, thank you. It's really just told us, like, to me, just continue doing what you're doing. Details already taken care of. Don't really get bogged down by details. Just show up as you are. You know, play on each other energy, because that's a perfect match here, right? So that's how the magic is created there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so
Awesome.
excited. I hope you join us.
Yeah, I hope so. You join us. Lorraine, should we mention something about, well, first of all, I want to give shout outs. I want to give shout outs to Linda. Linda, we're so excited to have you.
Yay, Linda.
Okay, I'm going to tag you in here. She was one of the first ones. Okay. We also have Monica. Monica, congratulations. We're so
Woo.
excited to have you. Amazing. We have Kathy, who's joining as well.
Yay.
So, and I have a couple of other people yet, but they still like looking at it. And that's exactly what we want to give you. We want to give you space. We want to give you this expansive, expansive space where you can decide and feel into it, connect to the universe. Is it the right place for you or not? There is no pressure at all. Okay. And they are already got 3 out of the 5 bonuses. And that is my intuitive AI word portrait. If you're not sure what it is, you can just look at my timeline. So what I pretty much do, I use Midjourney, I build the character, and you will give me the word, and you will give me your picture. And that's all. You have absolutely no other input. And I intuitively tune in, and I create this character for you, and you get 3 to, well, I'll say minimum 3. I normally give more, but minimum 3 high resolution images with you as a very special character based on what hits I got, right? So if you want to see how it looks, just go on my Facebook timeline, just scroll a lot. There is tons of them.
Oh, they're
Like,
beautiful.
there was 18 I just recently done. So just go and check it out. So 3 of them already taken. We have 2 more.
So these are the fast action bonuses, pretty much.
Yeah.
So there were 5 available, 3 are gone. I'm also offering to the first 10 people, so those 3 people will get this as well, is my step into the spotlight with ease 30-minute session with me. In whatever way you need to clear anything, we will come up with whatever magic you need. So there's 7 of those left available as the bonuses. Plus, there's also, with everyone who buys into the program, the experience, there's a bunch of other bonuses too. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And if you I had some questions people are asking me, well, what about Oracle cards? Can you help us to do it? Well, you get 6 months of Oracle Card Magic, my membership included in that. So for 6 months while you in this experience, you also, if that is your passion project that you decide in your creative flow you want to work on, yes, you can focus on that. And it won't take 6 months for you. It probably will take much faster. But yes, absolutely. Yes. So you get that. You get 2 of us for the price of 1. You get the Oracle Card Magic membership, and you get this experience as well. So yes, absolutely, I'll be able to help you. And one of the bonuses that I'm excited but a little bit scared about, but I tell them. So
I don't like the name.
I don't like the name. Yeah. So as you know, I do have my Oracle card deck, and I have a few of them, but it's the one that I am focusing on, and I'm going to be promoting it. But I decided to do it a little bit different way. So beside me doing it undeckable and stuff, I'm going to do Kickstarter fundraising campaign. Never done it before. I have a lot of theories that I know. I learned how to do it, but I never done it. So what you will be able to do, you will be able to witness every step of the way I'm going to be documenting and there will be separate place where, like, I'll be sharing as I'm going. And then you can have all of that, and then we'll have my conclusion. Do I recommend it or not? And if I do, I literally will give you everything that I have and every tools that I'm using right now, because I have a lot of them, preparing for the campaign, during the campaign, and everything else. So we can analyze, I will analyze everything. You will be my witnesses. And that's why I'm excited about this space,
Super valuable.
because I can show up in a safe space and kind of like, like, and you will hold the space for me too, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
yeah, so it's scary, but it will be.
What I love about that is this. I don't see that anywhere. I see the polished version after with things like, oh, but this went wrong and that went wrong. You're actually letting us peer over your shoulder to watch you go through it. And I think that's super important, because people might have questions or suggestions for you that you might not have thought of had you gone through this by yourself. So I'm super interested in how that's going to.
Yeah. And by the way, it doesn't have to be about Oracle cards. As you know, Kickstarter is the way you fundraise money. You backing up your like whatever you're doing.
Your
it could be any
project.
passion project or any passion product you design in. You can use Kickstarter for that, right? So, and we'll figure out how. I don't know. That's part of that. We'll see.
Part of the adventure.
Exactly, part of the experience as well. So. Yeah. I think we said enough, and as I'm so aligned with what is happening here and how it all was born, right? So there is no coincidences. So if you have this little nudge, yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you have this little nudge of hell yes, we would love to see you. If it's a no,
that's fine.
That's fine too, right? So, but if it's a yes, if it's a hell yes, then just join us. I'll post the link. It will be linked there. You can go ahead and join. There is no sales page yet, because remember, it's beta. We're still working on that.
Yes, and I'd like to say, don't mind the dust and the construction, because it's a beta program. There's not going to be all that polishedness to it, which is totally okay as well. So where the energy we're putting into this is in the actual experience itself. That's all that matters, and we can't do it without you. To have you in the program with us, the experience is where the magic is going to happen. So we hope you join us. Thank you so much. Thanks, Katya.
You're welcome. Just one more thing I wanted to say to add. We do have 7 days money back guarantee, because it's important to me. So when you join, a little bit of logistics, because you might be thinking about that. When you join, you will get access to my Oracle Cards Magic right away into the Facebook group, where everything is happening, to all of this information that is already there. And if in 7 days you are not happy, not satisfied, or whatever is that, no questions asked, just let us know. And it's 7 days from the day you joined. Money back guarantee, will refund you this money. Okay. We are so confident that you will love it. We're not worried about that. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yay.
Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. We'll see you soon, hopefully inside. And again, Linda, Monica, and Kathy. So awesome to have you. Yay. I'll tag you also. Please congratulate them as well. Bye for now.
Bye.